Hello, and welcome back to this week's episode of Thinking Out Loud. I am your host, Adriana, and if you're new here, welcome. So today we're going to discuss how to manifest and achieve what we want to achieve in 2021, even though we know 2021 is probably not going to be too much different than what 2020 was as far as our everyday life. You know, we're still under restrictions. We still are asked to stay home. So let's go ahead and get into it. Manifestation, for any of you who aren't familiar with this term, is an event, action, or object that clearly shows or embodies something, especially a theory or an abstract idea. Okay, so what does this mean for us today and in terms of setting out and reaching our goals? Manifestation is pretty much like the physical embodiment of something that is going on within us, or is going on in our mind, right? When it comes to goal setting, the reason why I use the word manifest is because I want you to understand that you have the power to pretty much create the life that you want, right? I think a lot of that power comes from how true you are about what you truly desire, what lives deep in your heart, deep in your mind, deep in your spirit, right? In your soul. And I think when you can be 100% honest about what truly is important to you and what you want out of this life, that's when the universe, God, your own abilities work together to make it happen for you, right? The next thing is actually like putting the vision board together, right? Like we're only 9 days away from the new year. Get your best friend together. Get with your friends if you'd like to. Do it by yourself. Stay in tonight or tomorrow, sometime this week. Give yourself time to meditate and just turn off everything. Maybe dim the lights down a little bit in your bedroom and just really think about what you accomplished this year, what you were proud of this year, what lessons you learned this year. And then write out the things that you want to accomplish for next year, maybe the lessons that you want to carry on. And once you've written that out, think about how you envision 2021 playing out, right? A vision board is exactly what it sounds like. It's a board. It's pretty much a board that you make up of a collage, whether it be pictures, motivational words, phrases that mean something to you, symbols that mean something to you. It's a great way to visualize what you want and have it propped up in either your bedroom or your office setting or any space in your home where you know you could look at it every single day, and it serves as a constant reminder of what you want and what you're working towards every single day, right? Goals look very different for everybody, right? It could be a personal goal. It could be a financial goal. It can be as simple as I just want to be a kinder person every day to the people around me. It could be I want to stop maybe saying sorry when I'm not actually sorry. It could be I want to be kinder to myself and the way I talk to myself every day, right? In my opinion, I would consider those baby step goals, right? I think when you can keep those baby goals and commit to yourself to them, if you don't have the confidence to go after huge goals, just accomplishing the little ones is a really great step in the right direction, right? So there's different kinds of goals that you can achieve. Like I mentioned, there's baby step goals or stepping stones, short-term goals, long-term goals, and lifetime goals. From my experience, I've learned that setting out smaller goals and accomplishing them gave me the confidence that I lacked before in my own abilities to go out and set out bigger goals and accomplish those bigger goals, right? I know it's a little bit difficult to find the inspiration or motivation to want to achieve things or even accomplish goals, knowing we have so many restrictions and knowing that we're so limited to what would have been our regular lives, right? But I'm here to tell you, let's not dwell on what was and bring in this new year specifically and understand that we've transitioned out of a really shitty year, and we just want to make life more enjoyable for ourselves, right? I'm going to link below a video that I actually came across last week that talks about 3 different motivational styles and how they suit different personalities, right? And I think a lot of what discourages like the regular person on a regular day basis is hearing these grandiose like stories of these people that accomplish so much and like they come from absolutely nothing, you know. And like I think all of us love like a great success story, but the truth is a lot of us are super ordinary and we're average, and average people also deserve to be applauded for their accomplishments, and they also deserve to live happy and healthy lives that they're proud of, right? So I think if you guys are having a trouble with like motivation or finding that motivation that keeps you going, check out that video. The psychiatrist or psychologist, I forget, who spoke on the video, super knowledgeable, breaks down super simple. The video is only like 20 minutes long, but you could always fast forward to the different categories or just the quick summary of the video. So I'm going to quickly show you what my vision board looks like. When I did my vision board, I originally had a bunch of, a lot more things like posted on the board. And as the year went by last year and then the year went by this year, I slowly took things off that just didn't feel right for me. Things that I knew just didn't really matter to me anymore. And I want to say that sometimes what we put on these vision boards don't come to life right away. They do take a while. But I would say it takes a while because if they don't happen right away, they're bound to happen eventually. I think it's also like if you know in your gut that's not for you, but you're kind of lying to yourself. And I think what makes the vision boards the most effective is being really real about your intentions and about what you want for yourself. I think the universe and even your psyche, right, knows when you're lying to yourself, right? So I think when it knows that you're lying to yourself, it's not really gonna accomplish the things that you say you want, because the universe and your psyche both know you don't really want it. You might want it for egotistical reasons, right? And on that note, I do want to recommend one of my favorite books that really helped me out at the beginning of this year to really focus and determine what I wanted to do with myself, whether it was to accomplish or to become someone, right? The name of that book is Ego is the Enemy, and it is by Ryan Holiday. It's one of my absolutely favorite reads. It's the type of book that you can read over a week or over a weekend if you're a fast reader. If not, you could read this maybe one chapter a night. That's how I typically like to read my books. And it's a type of book that you like pick up, you put down, and you're like, whoa, like mind blown. And you pick it up again and you're like, whoa, mind blown again. Okay, so on my vision board, I have a couple quotes, a picture of Thailand that I want to travel because it's a place I want to travel to. I have words such as branding, this image that for me symbolizes accepting an abundant mindset. And for me, 2 years ago, everything on there felt 100% correct. I think for myself, I've always been somebody who is very creative, who likes helping people out and would like to inspire others, right? And I just didn't really know how that would happen. And so it was crazy because last year when I made this board at the beginning of the year, I thought to myself, I was like, well, let's see how long before I actually start making these things happen for myself, like work towards these goals, right? And at the beginning of last year, I actually had the opportunity to reconnect with some like older childhood friends and reconnect with the people from my old church. And we were able to host and direct a conference for young girls going into transitioning in and out of high school, right? And we were able to talk about just like lives and like the struggles of being that age and really trying to understand ourselves and not falling into peer pressure. And at the end of that conference, I remember the girls had the opportunity to write to us any notes that they wanted to write, right? And when I received notes from them, what they had to say to me really kind of moved me, and I realized like, oh man, like I already am doing what I set out to do, right? So it was really cool because that all happened February. Keep in mind, I made this board in January. So I realized like, oh man, like I'm already doing what I want to do, right? So it shows up in things like that, right? I have also another saying that says financial freedom and like the money growing, right? For me, this specific year, I set out to pick up a book and learn about finances, because I knew that I was financially illiterate and I didn't really know how to manage my money all that well, and I didn't know really how to save money or how to save towards a financial goal. And I kept looking at those images on my board, and that's kind of how it works, or it serves its purpose in my everyday life, right? Because I look at the board and I'm like, how the heck am I going to get to financial freedom? How the heck am I going to grow my money? And luckily, I was able to learn this year how to invest, and I actually picked up a book on investing rather than just saving or money management. So it kind of felt like, whoa, like I did one step better than just saving. Like I actually invested my money and I've seen my money grow, and I start to see like the progress in that area of my life, right? So I'm just saying this as to show examples of how you see the things that you ask for or you ask yourself to work towards on that board come into fruition every day if you're constantly looking at it, right? For example, in my bedroom, I have this place right across my bed because it's the first thing I see in the morning. Another thing that really helps me work towards my own goals and manifest what I want to do is writing post-it notes to myself, because I'm constantly like writing notes to myself, whether it be to remind myself just to do a small task or if it's a message that I think I need during that time. And I typically write on the post-it notes reminders or motivational pep talks to myself when I'm trying to achieve certain goals. I get distracted really easily, so I need constant reminders. I don't necessarily like hearing it from other people. I rather hear it from myself, right? So again, this was my suggestions for 2021 and how to achieve your goals. If you have anything that you're aspiring to accomplish in 2021, comment it down below. I'd love to hear about it. If you have any questions for me as far as the vision board, comment them down below. If you have any tips or recommendations for me as far as books or any other ways that you know help you achieve your own goals, please let me know in the comment box down below. Thank you if you made it all the way to the end of this video, and I will see you guys in a couple days, maybe next week with the next video, okay?